Hey, what is going on, guys? BofHD here, back with a Skillicious squad, and there's not been one of these in quite a long time due to the market crash and generally me being stingy with my coins and not wanting to buy a really expensive team. This time I've decided to go for a full silver team because I was playing a silver tournament and I found this team very effective. There is a few players that are on 7 chemistry, there's 2 of them. But I found that it didn't really make a difference at all, and it was a very strong squad overall. So we'll hop into the squad now, and the first player, let's just put in the correct details, 352. The first player we've got here is Bolat, who plays for Standard Liège, and he's basically there for chemistry, but as you can see there has some quite consistent stats for a silver goalkeeper. He says he's 6'2". In game he did seem a bit small, but it didn't really mess up for me. He was quite consistent. There was the odd blip here and there, but generally his stats are quite good, and they're quite an accurate reflection of how he plays in game. Cost me 1,500 coins. You probably get him for cheaper, but I just went and got the buy now. Anyway, we'll get on to the first centre back of 3. In fact, let's stick the proper thing in because I don't want to ruin it for you guys. Greece. There we go. Right, and it is Manolas, I believe you pronounce. I believe you pronounce it. You might see what's coming here. You might be able to tell what's coming. But 72 pace there, 71 defending, 74 heading. Quite a tall centre back, 6'1". You know, it's an average height for a centre back. 300 coins he cost me, which is relatively cheap because at the moment he's going for like 2k plus, which is going to be quite nice when I come to sell him on. Very consistent player, and I definitely recommend you pick this guy up if you want to make this team. He is probably the strongest Greek centre back in that league. In the league due to his pace and his defending attributes. Anyway, we'll get on to the second centre back in the team, and he's Brazilian. Oh, you're going to see him actually, but yeah, you see him both there, but it's Canu, who obviously gets the strong link off the goalkeeper. Bolat, he's got 80 pace, 72 defending, 78 heading. Used this guy before, very solid player. Cost me 5,300 coins. You can probably get him a bit cheaper. As I've already mentioned with previous players, you can probably get him a bit cheaper because I think he's going for around 4k at the moment. 6'2", really good, solid player. Great for those fast strikers you're coming up against, and very consistent. I must say, he didn't let me down. I don't think he let me down at all. Generally, this team is quite consistent and quite solid. Now we'll get on to the final centre back. As you've already seen, it is Rodney. Used this guy previously as well. 70 pace, 73 defending, and 77 heading. Personally, what I did in game is I switched these two over because Rodney's more of a like a beefier player defender, so he's not as quick, even though he's got like 70 odd pace. And Canu seems to be quite a skinny, tall. He's strong, don't get me wrong, but he seems to be more agile and just generally quicker. Obviously, because he's got 80 pace, so I stuck him on the outside when he coming up against those quick wingers. But Rodney, very good player, 1,200. He's got 4-star weak foot as well. 6'3", great in the air, just great at muscling off those attackers and getting the ball back for your team. And we'll get on to the first defensive midfielder here. Oh, actually, I've done it wrong. No. All right, we'll put him in there now. Is Jaja. Originally attacking mid, but I played him as a defensive mid. He scored some cracking goals for me, as you will see later on. Very solid player. Obviously 5-star skills, has a monster left foot, great free kick on him, and he cost me 14,000 coins. That's just because he's been converted from an attacking mid to centre mid, from centre mid to defensive mid. But definitely, even though he's got 42 defending, he's a very strong player, and he really did suit that defensive mid role very well indeed. And definitely get him into a team if you haven't already tried him, because he probably is my favourite player in the team, actually, I would say, apart from maybe one of the wingers, which we'll get onto shortly. But anyway, we get onto the other defensive mid here. He isn't Brazilian, as you probably will have already guessed. It is Maniatis. So you can see where this is going. He's got good pace, good defending, all round good attributes. He's good at getting forward, but mainly he'll stay back and he'll hold. Jaja will push forward a little bit, but not too far, and he will kind of just drop in and make it like a 4-man defence, really. Very solid player. Great at just sweeping up. Only cost me 650 coins as well, so dirt cheap for him. And he does his job perfectly. And we'll get on to the first winger that we've got here. And I've used this guy many times before. He never leaves the club. He's always there to stay, because we bought him quite early on and we just kept him. It is Quincy. And this is the only player I would say has beaten Jar Jar in the rankings, and I would probably rate him either him or Jar Jar first, my favourite player in this team. 92 pace, great like power shot, even though it says 65 shooting, he does have a really rocket of a shot. 81 dribbling, 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot, but he just suits that role brilliantly. I picked mine up for 8.7k, sorry, a long time ago. I think now he's around 5k, which is an absolute steal, so definitely go and get him and give him a try. Personally, I liked him better in right mid instead of a right forward, but you might prefer it the other way around, so go and give him a go. Only 5'11", but seems taller in game. The final player, oh sorry, he's not a left mid, he's a left wing back, so you probably know who that is. It is Marcio Azevedo. This is one of the few players that only get 7 chemistry in the team, but it did not make a difference to how he performed in game. Brilliant player, 87 pace, 5-star skills, and obviously he's a defender. So what it does at this team is he's got high attacking and I think it's medium or low defense work rate. But it basically is brilliant for counter attacking because he'll drop into defense. So will Maniatis, and it creates like this 5-man defense, and then on the counter, you know, they just break these three. Jar Jar, Quincy and Azevedo will just break brilliantly, and it's really good team to use. And he cost me 45,000 coins, big price tag, but he's a big player and a very good winger. I did mention how I said Quincy and I thought Jar Jar were my favourite players. He's also up there, you know, brilliant player. Generally all the attackers in this team are amazing players. So you know, if you've not tried this guy before, personally I wouldn't play him as a left back, hence why I played him in left mid, even though he gets 7 chemistry, because personally he just goes forward way too much for my liking. So I would play him as a left mid if you're going to do anything. If you get 3 Brazilian links, you will get 9 chemistry, but the attacking mid, the reason why he doesn't get full chemistry is because of this guy, Giovanni Fetfa. I can't pronounce his full name, so I'll just call him Fetfa, as I always have done. 82 pace, brilliant shot, even though it's a 68 shot, you know, I think it's higher than that. It's a really good powerful shot, as well as a good finesse shot. 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot, 5'6", so he's very agile, good at getting past those defenders and midfielders and just breaking through the defence. 4,200 coins, which is an absolute steal in my opinion. Definitely go and get him. And I say this a lot, but you know, these guys, I'm not going to tell you to go and pick up players if I don't think they are good enough. You know, I wouldn't do a squad builder if I didn't think he was good enough. So he is a quality little player, and a great attacking midfielder. He is the other player that doesn't get full chemistry, and you'll see shortly why. Oh, it says he gets 9, but I'm pretty sure it's bugged out. Then the 2 strikers we've got, you'll see them both. Oh, no you won't, because one of them's not in 3-5-2. The first one is Shemeti, I believe you pronounce it. 4-star skills. He's there for chemistry, and you all know who this other guy is, but I'll put him in now. He's there for chemistry, basically. It's Chikau. I've got him in 4-4-2. I just haven't bothered to change him because he gets full chemistry. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot, monster. Absolute monster. You'll see a few goals from him at the end, just proving his worth. Brilliant little player, and I definitely would go and get him. In fact, this whole team, just make the team if you've got the coins, because it is brilliant. There's 2 players on 7 chemistry, but I doubt you'll find a stronger, like, silver skilling squad, to be honest. It's absolutely brilliant. Nice little hybrid. And I went over Shemeti, but he's got 4-star weak foot, and he actually did perform for me. I wasn't expecting him to. I literally bought him just for the chemistry, but he did manage to perform very well for me, and did impress me quite a bit actually. So overall, let's just go out and go back in, just so you can see the chemistry. I could be wrong about these 2 players having 7 chemistry. I'm sure I'm not. No, there you go. You see, Fetfa gets 7, and so does Azevedo, but that really doesn't make a difference. Don't be put off by that if you're going to make this team, because it is a very strong defensive team, and attacking outlets are brilliant as well. Just amazing. I'm going to sell the team, but I've really enjoyed using it, and got a few goals at the end for you guys. So if you've enjoyed it, let me know. We've got, how many 5-star skillers are in here? You know, 5-star skillers. That's not bad going, is it? So if you've enjoyed the video and like the squad, then give the video a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to me, because we're on 279 subs, which is amazing. Growing very quickly at the moment due to other YouTubers helping me out, and that's great. and hopefully I'll get a bit more help when it comes to Sunday, but we'll have to wait and see. So guys, that's everything from me, and enjoy the goals. Cheers.
Where do we go from here? Time ain't nothing but time. So tell me, how do you do? And now